and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am excited because I finally got my hands on the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Concealers. I have been hearing nothing but good things about these. I've been hearing that they're a dupe for the Shape Tape, that they're just really full coverage, really pigmented, blend out really easily, just tons and tons of good things. And I finally got my hands on them. Last week they were having a buy two get one free. So I ended up getting 3 shades. I don't know exactly what shade I'll be, but I got the shade C6, C8, and C11. And I also went ahead and ordered another 3 online. I believe it was C10, C12, and 13. So here's C6. So very, very light. I did pick the shades based on the descriptions online. So online, it'll tell you if it has like a peach undertone or a red undertone, or etc, etc. So I just picked the shades that had a neutral or yellow or golden undertone. So here is C8, okay? So a little bit warmer. You can see that it does have a really nice yellow undertone, which I think is gonna, I think this one will be my shade. And then C11 is this one here, and I'm sure this one a little bit darker. Oh yeah, it's pretty also. Oh, these are so pretty. I love the consistency of them. Okay, and here's C11. So again, this one's of course darker than the other two. Probably just go ahead and use C8 as my concealer. I have already did my brows, primed my eyelids, and applied foundation. For foundation, I did use my favorite Lancome Tint Idol Ultra Wear Foundation. And I also went ahead and soaked up my beauty blender. It is damp. So now I'm gonna go in with the C8 concealer. Ooh, first and foremost, I love this consistency. I love the way that feels. Like, this feels so smooth and creamy. It feels really good. Okay, and also even just applying it, now I haven't blended it in or anything, but just looking at the way it's applying, it honestly does really look like the Shape Tape. And this is a little bit bright, so I'm gonna go ahead and tone it down a little bit with C11. Just a little bit too bright for my liking, so I'm gonna just go ahead and add a little bit on top. Only thing I'm not a huge fan of though is that I feel like that's a big jump. I mean, granted, I don't have C10 because they were out of stock and I did order that online, so maybe C10 is a better medium, but I feel like there's just a huge jump between C8 and C11. So I'm not a huge fan of that. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend this out with a beauty blender. Okay, so it's blending out pretty nicely. One thing that I will note though is that it does dry kind of fast, so it's like I have to move pretty quickly with it because it's, you see that, like, it's kind of drying up really fast, and that's not, like, the Shape Tape doesn't do that. So that's one discrepancy that I would say, is that this one dries really fast and the Shape Tape does not. Other side. Yeah, it's just drying so fast. It's blending out, but it's just taking a lot more work than it needs to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have to really press down on it to blend it out. And it's just taking a little bit more work than I'd like. And that part I'm not happy about. So you'll probably have to apply the concealer in sections and then, you know, blend it out that way. It's probably easier to work with. So even my nose, it's like drying up right here. Like, I can't really, y'all, I don't know about this one. And granted, like I said, I will, you know, compare the C10 because the C10 may be a better match for me. I'll probably just go ahead and return C6 because this is going to be way too bright for anyone within a similar family of my skin tone. It doesn't look bad, I just don't love it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and apply a little bit more under my eyes in this area because it did not cover all of my under eye circles. So that's one thing to notice, that it's not 100% full coverage. I don't know what is going on. This never happens with my concealers, you guys. Like, maybe if I color corrected before, it'll be a little bit better, but I never do that anyway. So you guys, I'm not loving this at all. On the edges, it blended out pretty decently. It just dries too fast, so it's like you have to really work with it. Also, the color selection is not the best. And even adding on the C11 on top of it, it just didn't really, like, it's not really mixing well together, so it's not like it's really toning it down like I want it to. But it doesn't look bad, it just doesn't look great, if that makes sense. Like, if I were to be getting dressed up for like a photo shoot or something where I really wanted to like have my makeup looking flawless, I would not pick this concealer. So that should kind of give you like an idea of how I feel about it. I'm gonna go ahead and contour with my Fenty Truffle Matchstick, and hopefully it's gonna help give my face some more shape and tone the concealer down. Okay, so my contour is now all blended in. I'm gonna go ahead and apply my RCMA No Color Powder to my highlighted areas. And just let that bake for just a little bit while I apply my eyeshadow. I'm just gonna be frank, I honestly do not like this. I think that the fact that I've applied 2 layers to my eyes and I can still see gray areas peeping through under here, like, that's frustrating, because it's like, it's not, we didn't really build on anything, like it's not buildable to me. So now that that's all done, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of just speed through the rest of this part and finish my face. I'll go ahead and set my face, bronze my skin, contour my skin, apply some eyeshadow, some lashes, and I will be right back with the finished look. Alright guys, so I have gone ahead and completed the entire makeup look. For the eyes, I just did this kind of like half cut crease, not even super neat or anything, kind of rushed it, but it looks pretty good. I used the ColourPop Cute AF palette, And for the lid, I use this really pretty gold down here. It's actually more like an orangey gold, and then on the outer corner I added in this rose gold here just to kind of create a nice little ombre effect kind of here, and then of course fading that out into the smoky dark brown that I applied on the outer corners. I also added on a nice bright lippy. Of course, you guys know that I have been playing in color lately, so I wanted to go ahead and apply a really nice bright liquid lipstick, and I applied the shade Carina by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and that is about it. So here is the final look. As far as the actual concealer goes, to be honest, okay, it's one of those things like I don't hate it, but I don't love it. I think it's a pretty decent drugstore concealer. I think other good options that I would reach for, to be honest, aside from this one, would be the Maybelline Age Instant Rerun. You guys know that I used this in a couple videos, and I like this one. I use the shade Golden. This is a good one. And also the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer is also a good concealer as well. So those two are two drugstore ones that I actually like. And would honestly prefer over this one. But like I said, this one is not a bad one. It's just not one that I would reach for. After I applied the concealer and let it bake, I did go over my under eye area just a little bit lightly with my face powder, and that kind of helped to kind of tone it down as well. So it's not as bright and as crazy as it was before, but you know, now it looks a lot better than it did before. So I give it like a 5 or 6 out of 10. So not up there, not like a favorite, but I think it does the trick. And also, if you have pretty flawless skin and don't have, you know, dark circles under your eyes or darker areas under your eyes, I think that it will actually work a lot better. Pros are consistency, and it does blend out really nicely if you move quickly. And then the cons, of course, are the coverage. That's my #1 con, is just the coverage and also the colors. I'm honestly hoping that C10 is it for me. I'm hoping that C10 is the shade that I'm missing, that is like what I'm, you know, what I need. So I will try it again. We shall see. But I will say that after baking and applying spray and kind of going over with my face powder, it does look really nice. So it is workable, if that makes sense. You can work with it. Like, it's so cheap that like I don't mind playing with it to make it work. Cause like right now I made it work and it looks pretty good with the whole complete look. So Makeup Revolution did a good job on this one. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review of the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. If you guys have tried it out, let me know your thoughts. Did you guys like it? Was it a yay or nay for you? And then also let me know down below any other brands or items I should try out in my next review video. So with that being said, I'll go ahead and close out this review and tutorial, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye guys.